My customer has asked me to enable and disable the history on this discharge air point from the schedule. So when the schedule is on, he wants to collect data. When the schedule is off, he doesn't want to collect any historical information. So I need to expose that slot so that I can link the schedule to it. I need to right-click on the point and go to the Composite tool. The Composite Editor allows me to expose child slots as slots on the parent. So if I expand the discharge air point and then expand my numeric interval extension, there is a property called Enable. The Composite Editor won't let me drag and drop, so I either need to highlight this and hit the Add button, or just double-click the enabled property. If I make this column a little bigger, you can see it says Enabled. I'm going to rename this slot name to History Enable, so it makes a little more sense here in a minute when we go see it on the parent point. Let me hit OK, and then I'll hit OK to exit the Composite Editor. You'll notice the discharge air now has a History Enable slot. We have a couple of options at this point. I could come over into my Schedules folder and I could right-click my weekly schedule and link mark it and link it to my discharge air point. But I also have this occupancy in point that's already linked to my weekly schedule. So I'm just going to use this point. I'll come from the out slot of the occupancy in point, click and drag, and drop that onto my History Enable slot on my discharge air point to link these 2 points together. So now anytime that the occupancy in is occupied or true, it's going to enable the history. When this goes unoccupied or false, it will disable the history at that point. Linking from this occupancy in point makes this controller a little more portable. Now I only have to remember that I need to link my schedule to one point on my controller wire sheet, and the things that I need that to do happen downstream.